The scars of motherhood, nothing can buy it over. Nothing can ever replace them. The scars of motherhood is so priceless that you literally give your life for everything. You literally give your life for all. You are actually like the womb of the world, but yet you lose yourself for everybody except losing one thing. Women lose everything when they get married. Oh, their mother. You guys go through a lot. And that is what I want to discuss with us in this video. So, hi guys, welcome to Life with NK. All I do here is to motivate you to be intentional with how you live your life. You are born once, you will
Let me get this straight, guys. First of all, I was born without my permission. That's one thing.
live once, you will die once. In all of this living, you don't even have a spare life. And you will never be repeated again in history. What if you drive love on this journey path or in this pathway of life? Just know that that is the end of it for you.
Second of all, my future is in my hands. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? I'm cooked. I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked, y'all.
So all I do here is to motivate you to be intentional with how you live your life. Be careful, live in the now. Whatever you want to do tomorrow, start now. You might not be perfect at it, but consistency is always the game. Focus is always the game. With that, you can get it over. So today we're talking about motherhood and what women stand to lose when they get married. Women lose everything when they get married. Women lose themselves, and I'll explain all those things bit by bit when they get married. How do you lose yourself? You lose yourself because you are leaving your parents' house to go and stay with somebody you don't really know, because you can never know anybody till the end of that person's life. You know a part of that person, but not everything. You've lost yourself because you are going to stay with somebody. And then this person can either turn out to be a nice person. Sometimes they treat you well, they treat you bad. That's why you see a lot of abuses going on in marriage. Sometimes you end up losing your life there. That's if you marry an abuser or a narcissist. Aside losing yourself because you're already leaving your parents' house to go and live with somebody that you don't really know totally. On the basis of marriage, trust, love, loyalty, understanding, you moving there. That is the first losing. The second losing is that you're losing your name. Yeah, I understand that these days people don't bear their husband's name, especially those that have gone to school to a particular level with their maiden name. They just know that, yeah, I'm married to this person, but I still maintain and retain my maiden name. Or people whose middle name has so much power and authority, they still retain that middle name because some names are powerful, some names are gateways to employment, opportunities, and all of that. But even at that, you've lost your name. You have lost your name, right? So you are taking another man's name. So what do you have to yourself? Absolutely nothing. You're just like the world. Everybody comes into you and you have nothing. You've lost your name. And the next thing you lose your body. You're going to give your body as a rent for 10 months for another child to grow. And if you're not careful, not taking precautions, you can lose your life to bring another life into the world. Oh, their mother. You guys go through a lot. Now, you give yourself out to those children, and at times they don't even remember that you exist. At times they're so busy that they ignore you. At times they don't have time to even call you to check up on you when the evening of your life comes. But you have actually lost your body because you are not the same way you are. Your tummy is now sagged, stretch marks everywhere. The stress of raising those children to ensure that they are good children. You rock the cradle at night, others are sleeping, you ain't sleeping, because that is the pains of motherhood. Yeah, the joy of motherhood is that you're bringing somebody else into the world, but it's going to deform your body. It's going to make you not look the way you used to look. That attraction, that tease, that freshness will definitely go from your tummy to the V side where the baby comes out, or you're going to have a permanent scar on your tummy, because that's another losing. You know, you are never going to be the same. after childbirth. No matter the surgeries, you are never going to be the same. You've given up your body, you rent your body for somebody else to come into the world. Now, you don't even have a house because everything belongs to the man. So I think it's a word you're doing a man the greatest favor because everything you ever owned, everything you are belongs to the man and his children. You are just like a surrogate, yes, but you're married because you don't have anything. You carry the baby, give to the man, the baby bears the man's name. Your body, you write it for the child, for the baby, they still bear the man's name. Your name, your maiden name, you drop it, even though you still want to retain, depending on what the situation is, for the man's name. Even when you're dead, you're still buried in the man's compound, or in the man's family compound, or as they use the cemetery, depending on the tradition of the place. So, what do you now stand to gain as a woman? Because you're losing everything from your name, your house, you lose your body, you lose everything. You can mention them in the comment section. A woman loses everything once she gets married. Lose everything forever. And at times you can even lose your peace if it gives you pains. Yeah, and this is where we talk about abuse. You can lose your peace if he gives you pains. You can lose your worth if he makes you feel worthless. Now, but there is one thing you will not lose or you can never lose in all of this. And it's just some women, all they carry in their head, all they ever brag about is their husband, their children, their family, their kitchen, and they forget the one thing that they were not meant to lose and are not supposed to lose, and nobody's going to take it from you, and that is your papers. Your papers is who you are. Your papers is the reason why you exist. The other one is just the motherhood part of it is for you to fulfill God's assignment for posterity to continue a generation. But the reason why you exist is what nobody can ever take from you if actually you will discover it and walk in line with it. So while you're so carried away with motherhood, while you're carried away with what the word have defined it to be, there is something that creator, divinity, God has put in you that nobody can take away from you, and that is your purpose. That is the reason why you were born. That is the reason why you were on earth. That is the reason why the earth should have a feeling. Aside being a mother, somebody else came to this world and left an indelible footprint in the sand of time. Somebody else is able to tell a story that can be retold 1,000 times over. And this story is making positive impacts in the lives of people. But most women never discover this. Most women don't even think about this part. They are so carried away with the one part of motherhood that the people's part is always neglected. While you lose everything, don't lose your purpose. While you lose everything, don't forget to put your eye on the essence and the real reason why you are in this world, why you are going through a lot, why you are in that motherhood journey. Always remember that the most essence for your existence is your purpose, and you'll be asked at the end of the day, that talent I've given to you, that potentials, what did you do with it? It doesn't end in motherhood, dear woman. Can you wake up and listen to me? It doesn't end in motherhood. The purpose, the real essence, why you were born can be achieved even along motherhood. Yes, I know motherhood is difficult. Yes, I know you're tired. Yes, I know your life is lost. The totality of your being seems to be encapsulated in the word of this man because it's all about him, his family, the children, and how to make it work, but you still have your life. You can carry it along. And that is why it is very important for you to discover who you are even before you get married, so that the person finds you doing your purpose and know that this is what you were born to do, including the motherhood that will come with it later. Thank you. I trust you've enjoyed this video. I trust as a mother, you will know that aside losing everything, there is only one thing you cannot lose, you cannot lose, which is your purpose. But everything about you as a woman, you're going to definitely lose it once you get married, or even if you're going to be in your husband's house, but especially as a married woman. But that's one single thing which you will not lose is your purpose. So carry it, cherish it, ensure you fulfill purpose, ensure you don't left it behind while you're trying to drag motherhood. That one is okay, but it's not permanent. The permanent one is your purpose. ensure you drag it along and ensure you fulfill it. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscription button. Subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And then see you again in my next one. Bye.